All right. Turns out I wasn't recording, or I didn't have my microphone on. So let's do this again. So I'm going through every single life cast that Grandma's Sausages has and just kind of showing it off. Haven't done that yet, so that's a little sus. We're going from smallest to largest, starting with a little Smokey. We're going to go through those specs. So, little Smokey is 2.25 inches length by 3.5 inches in circumference, not diameter. Here's how the balls kind of move around in there. And they retract back into place because Grandma's special recipe, her Formula 3, I made it so that if you do bust a nut, like with other companies, I worried about their usually liquid suspended balls, or floating testes technically. Like what happens if you bust a nut and then they have to make like a thicker silicone right here, which makes it less comfortable, and then you still, I don't know, something could puncture it, and then you just got a bunch of fucking oil going out. So, not that that's what this video was about, but this is a little Smokey. She goes by she, her, so get that right. This is her waggle, which is not much. So if you're looking for a waggly dick, I would not go for little Smokey, especially in the tri-density. Tri-density is less waggly or has lower dick torque than dual density. Here's how she compresses. She's really pretty. Her bulge looks good. Let's just say that. She's a favorite. Oh, I'm gonna go up and compare their size as we step up together. So, should have worn a light shirt or something. Chupa Chap is 2.75 inches length by 4 inches circumference. So this is how they compare to each other. This is a tri-density. This is the waggle on it. It's a little wagglier than, but I'm like shaking it kind of hard to get that. So, like, obviously you're not going to be running like that. So I'd say like expect more of like a not much jiggle. So the tri-density has got the Formula 3 scrotum in there. Just showing these guys off. Got a long tab. The tabs are firm but stretchy. Firm but stretchy, is that a good, like strong but stretchy? There was a period in 2023 when I was pouring these like thick tabs that were really hard, and yeah, I stopped doing that. Message received. I should start. Okay, that's a thought that I should not say out loud. So spicy Induja versus the Chupa. So they have the exact same wiener spec or shaft specs. So 2.75 inches in length by 4 inches in circumference. So they're pretty fucking spot on. This is an STP. Here's the hole for the spouty or winky. This is a discount, which is why it's a little weird looking on the back. Just the tab's a little weird. But yeah. Here's the waggle. The STP waggle versus dual density waggle. Do a little wiggling here. Versus, I got a tri-density in here. The tri-density, if you set them in the same line and you waggle them, tri-density is significantly less waggly. This is a well done roast versus a dark roast, by the way. Here are them Formula 3 suspended testes chilling. What's next? The Dashine. This big, fat, girthy, big, long situation over here. All right. So, a little bit of a leap in size, but YOLO, I guess. I'm hopefully getting a cast in between this, but I don't know when that's going to happen. So, for the next month or two at least, these are your options in life cast size. Dashine is 4.25 inches long by 5 inches circumference, so definitely above average. And then Induja is about average. But what everybody's stoked about on the Dashine is that dick torque, that waggle. Very, very waggly. This is a dual density, so it's gonna wiggle a little bit more than a tri-density. There's almost no, you barely have to do anything for it to move with it. Part of it being the significantly higher weight distribution at the head, and then also the length times distance, or not length times distance, force times distance is torque. You have extra distance, and then the extra weight being at the tip is going to increase the force being applied is gravity, or I'm applying a force. Anyway, physics lessons aside, excuse me, misgendered the Dashine. He is quite a fatty, but he's beautiful. And then here are those suspended testes looking good. I'd say the Dashine is quite a masterpiece. Here is how he would sit in the underwear. Yes. Next comparison, the Cumberland, which is 4 inches of insertable length. So measuring from the where the scrotum ends here to the tip, or 4.5 inches if you're measuring from here to here. So, or was it 4.25? No, 4.25. Yeah, 4.25 is this guy. 4.5 right here. Let me make sure. Yeah. Well, about 4.75. So, tip being right here-ish. And then this is a semi-hard, if you wanted to see the waggle. This is how it would sit. Boing. And then this is the scrotum. All right, 10 minutes. Not bad for all the life casts. Dope.